Hi, everybody. We are making a lot of progress today. Tanky says, good morning, baby girl. My husband took her into town. She's getting fixed today. And I'm going to show you the progress we are making on our property. There's one of my pine trees. Isn't it gorgeous? So we are getting everything together. Now, remember, we moved on our property in the middle of winter. So one thing, advice I would give you is never start a homestead in the middle of winter because you can't get anything done. But the weather is coming out looking really nice right now. Walking this way, look at my stumps. Do you like these stumps? These are gonna go for my garden. I'm gonna make 3 of these stumps are gonna be chairs that are going around one of my fire pits. I got 2 fire pits going. And then the other ones are gonna go for my garden that I'm gonna start. I'm so excited about my garden. But this morning, let me kind of show you. Come here, Tanky. I have him on a chain right now. That's one of my fire pits that got destroyed. But one of my wood section, we cut our wood right here. And I got some shaggy juniper I'm going to go ahead and cut later on today. But here's another little pine tree growing. But I'm going to show you what we did today. So out here we have a lot of wolves. We have a lot of mountain lions, badgers, bobcats, wild feral dogs that run in packs. So you got to be careful with your animals. So even though our dogs love to run loose, if I let them loose, they go out for 5 hours and it's not safe. So I am building a fence, well, right here in front of our trailer. So let me tell you what I'm going to do with the trailer. We're living in this trailer right now, but it's freezing cold when we don't have the wood burner on. So instead of building a cabin, we're going to insulate the outside of the trailer and make a house around it. So we're going to board it all up, insulate it between the boards and the metal part of the trailer. So it's going to look like a long cabin, right? It's cheaper than doing a house. The inside of my trailer is absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to insulate the outside, put panel board. We're going to put shutters around the windows. We're going to make it look really rustic looking. That's one of our projects. It's not our first project. This week I'm having an awning built. Because right now, if you notice, let me back up a little bit. We have no shelter. So from the mud and the rain, it goes straight into the house. So right here, I'm going to have a 16-foot awning built. And it's going to come out to about right there. It's going to cover this area. And then a friend of ours from church, come here, Tanky. If you see all these pallets right here, a friend of ours from church, Steve and Adrian, wonderful people, gave me all of these pallets yesterday. And I'm going to build a patio out of pallets. So this whole area is going to be a pallet patio. And then the awning is going to be started on Thursday. Should be done by Sunday. Pray that we don't get any more weather. And here's some boards for that. I got to pick up more supplies for the awning. But okay, here, imagine, here's my front door. So I'm going to go this way from my front door. And when I open my front door, this is my view. Is that gorgeous? Look at all that land down there. That's my view from my front door, standing in my front door right here. So pallet patio, because it's going to be really inexpensive to build my patio out of pallets. Okay. See all that paneling down there? We got that from another family member from church. It's actually horse panels, 120 feet of it. So right here, coming this way off the trailer is going to be a fenced-in area all the way down there where that rock is, coming this way. And then all the way up to the end of the trailer is going to be a fenced area for the dogs until I fence the 2.5 acres that we have. It's going to be quite expensive. So that paneling is going to be fenced here, right? Then when I start fencing off with other horse fence my property, those panels are going to be for my livestock. So I have enough to make 5 stalls. Then I went ahead and I got those gates down there. I'm going to put a gate here, and I'm going to put a gate here. And that's going to be for the doggies. And then this morning, let's walk down here. Here's my Christmas tree. This is our property. So if you look this way, we have so many trees. That's a stack of stuff I have to burn because I'm going to burn my branches, the ones that I don't want to cut down. But right over here, I had this delivered this morning. I've got 2 tons of rock, gravel. That's all going to come up here for the dogs to keep the mud out of the house. And then the gentleman that I hired, Jeremy, went to pick up another load of gravel. So I'm going to have, I think I have 4 tons of gravel. No, I have 3, 6, 9, 12 tons of gravel being delivered today. And that's going to be right here. So I'm going to walk you back up here because I want to kind of show you how the layout's going to be for my animals. So let me come back over here. So fenced in area here for the dogs up to that rock right there. On the other side of that is going to be all my panels set up for all of my livestock. It's going to be for my pigs. It's going to be for my my goats. I'm going to panel in an area for my chickens, but inside the panel areas are also going to be chicken coops and goat pens. And that's all going to be right here for my front door to see all my animals. And then right over here, I'm having a path built in. That's where my garden's going to go. So, livestock there, dogs here, livestock there, right? All my animals to eat. That doesn't sound too good. But all of my animals for food. A huge garden area over there. And then back there, I'm going to plant my fruit trees. I hear apples grow really good. So I'm really excited to get this going because now that the weather's getting nicer, I'm going to have so much time to really fix up our property because don't ever move into a homestead or start a homestead in the middle of winter because there's so much snow. But there we go. I'm going to be quiet for a second so you could hear the quietness. I do a lot of cooking right there. I should show you my cooking sometimes. And then I'm going to show you really quick how the pine trees grow on our property. Oh, see this big box right here? That gigantic box? That's going to be my potato box. Because you have to do raised gardens out here because the dirt is not really good the first 3 years. So that's going to be my potato box. I'm going to grow potatoes. I'm not going to keep it there, but I'm going to grow potatoes there. But if you look at all these juniper trees, you're going to see inside the juniper trees are pine trees. But you can't, the pine trees won't grow unless you cut the juniper trees out. But the juniper trees protect the pine trees so they start growing. So just in this juniper tree alone, I've got 5 pine trees. So I've got to start cutting these branches out and then all these pine trees are going to grow. Come here, Tanky. I'm going to show you down here. That one just, they planted that one, I guess. Whoever had this property before us. But I'm going to show you a couple over here how the little pine trees grow. There's another pine tree right there. How the little pine tree grows inside the juniper tree. So you're looking right here and you're like, oh wow, that's a juniper tree, right? No, it's also a pine tree. So we start cutting the branches off the junipers to make room for the pine trees to grow in. So I walked around my property right here. Look at this big juniper tree, right? Well, look right here. There's a little pine tree, but the pine tree can't grow because the juniper tree. So we cut a little bit of the juniper tree out so this pine tree right here can grow up. And one thing you're going to learn when you have a property, I'm going to show you my favorite juniper tree. I'm on the back side of our trailer. This is my favorite juniper tree. I'm going to trim this out and make a little sitting area inside there with all my bird feeders because coming this way, the sunset is right over there. And let me show you some more stuff. I'm just kind of throwing this video together. Keep you encouraged, okay? Remember, I live on nothing out here barely. This is one of my compost. So when I first moved in, late October, early November, I started putting in all my vegetables in here. Every day I put vegetables, eggshells, I put in coffee grounds, banana peels, all my vegetables and fruit scraps. And then I alternate brown matter with green matter. So I get some of that really good, rich soil underneath these trees because it already has a lot of mulch. And I put it in there. And then I add green. And then I put a little bit of brown. And then I add green. Well, I filled this whole thing up already. And then every couple days I come, hi Tanky, and I stir it. Look at, there's some broccoli that needs to be cut up. There's carrots in here. And I stir it. And look at how rich and beautiful think that's asparagus. Rich and beautiful this soil is. So I've got 3 of these going right now. And then Wednesday, I'm going to go to one of my friend's house, Sarah, who's also a homesteader, and pick up a lot of goat poop, right? Old goat poop on her property, and do some more compost bins for my garden, because I have till May, but believe me, May is going to come really quick. I'm going to show you. Pine tree right there, next to the juniper. Over here, there's 5 pine trees in one juniper tree. I'm going to show that to you. Here's another pine tree. So if you notice, we already cut that out. So this pine tree can grow. Hold on. I'm in my driveway right now. And come on over here. I'm going to show you one of my favorite trees. Pine tree right there. See that pine tree right there? Come here, Tanky. Okay. So, what do you see right here? Big juniper trees, right? Actually, there's 5 pine trees right here. We got juniper there, 1 pine tree, 2 pine trees. That's actually a separate branch right there. 3 pine trees, 4 pine trees. That one's getting really big. See this right here? We had to cut this one because it was stuck and the pine tree couldn't grow. But once we cut that, pine tree started shooting up quick. And here's another baby pine tree. So if you have property out here and you have juniper trees, look really closely. You don't see them right away, but if you look really closely, you're going to notice there's a lot of little pine trees growing inside your juniper tree. Right there. That's a huge pine tree. You just keep walking around, and the other day I counted 19 pine trees, but there's a lot more than that. Anyway, it's beautiful homesteading, different type of homesteading. A lot of people will go into homesteading and say, well, it's not too hard, right? But there may be homesteading in Georgia or Tennessee. We are mountain homesteading. Mountain homesteading is a lot different because you have to deal with the snow. So it's a lot different. But it's amazing. When you have property and you come out here, and I come out here, and you're going to think I'm a weirdo, but I'm like, oh my gosh, hi, baby tree. You're getting so big, and you get to work your land, right? When you got that feeling of working your land, you're going to love living on less, experiencing more, and you're going to really love it. Right here, show you really quick. This is part of my driveway. I'm going to make a little cut right here, and I'm going to put a little sitting bench right there. I'm going to move my husband's cutting section. Probably somewhere else. Anyway, again, I'll show you all my stumps. I find stuff out in the forest and I bring it home. And it's just beautiful, beautiful landscaping there. Got a great shed right here. I'm collecting cinder blocks and just have a lot of projects. But peace out, everybody. I just kind of wanted to show you what's going on today. And show you my gravel, which I'm really excited about because I'm going to get this gravel spread tomorrow morning with the tractor. The guy's bringing a tractor tomorrow morning, and he's going to spread it all up here. And then my doggies have a fence, and then I can keep them out more while I do work. Have a great day, everybody, and go after, little baby pine tree, go after your dream.